Hi everybody, David Kino at Basecamp Trading. This is the free video for Wednesday, October 2nd. So today in the markets started off a little bit weak. You can see the gap lower this morning in the S&P 500, but we quickly bounced back up and basically stayed in consolidation most of lunchtime, most of early afternoon, right around the previous day's close. So we're basically unchanged on the day. The NASDAQ is a little bit higher, up by 0.25%, but the price action is still exactly the same. What I want to draw your attention to is the bond market, the 20-year Treasury bond. Now, if you look at this daily chart, since the time the Federal Reserve started cutting interest rates, the bond market has fallen. Okay, I think what's interesting today is today's price action, the big drop. So it seems to me that is in line with the overall bearishness of this daily chart. It's still falling. So it's kind of weird that the bond market is falling when the Fed is cutting interest rates. Most of the time, when you have the Fed cutting interest rates, bond values go up. What I think this is buy the rumor, sell the news. So the market was anticipating the Fed soon in these bars that they were going to cut interest rates, waiting. And when the Fed did cut interest rates, we received the news of the rate cut, the markets fell. So buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, long term, I think the market is still generally bullish because, it can't really continue to fall in the face of declining interest rates. So I think it's just temporary. And to mention that move yesterday, this is more reasonable. This is usually what happens when we have a geopolitical scare like we did yesterday, a geopolitical event with Iran and Israel. Markets usually contract, go to safety, risk off, and those risk off assets usually flow into bonds. And that's usually what the market does. It bounces. And that's what happened with the 10-year Treasury. However, I think the market has subsided some of those fears and we're gapping down to the downside. So as part of this pullback. Now, again, like I said, I don't think this can last forever, but it's an interesting phenomenon I wanted to show you today that the bond market is still falling with some pretty good momentum. And until we find some support, the next pivot low right down here, roughly 96.5. We're going to watch that to see if we can potentially bounce. Okay? Thanks a lot.